Good morning. So today is day 3 of trying to put Christmas away. As I mentioned earlier, I've been very sick, and I think maybe today I'm really feeling like 80% better. We'll see how long I last. I didn't last very long yesterday, ran out of energy. I did get a little second wind just briefly, and so I decluttered a little more of Christmas. Let me show you the progress. But anyway, I'm just going to keep moving right along because I want to reset for my winter, just kind of a little bit of a winter spruce decor, and get the house pretty much back in order. And yeah, so if you're still struggling, you're not alone, and you can do a little bit at a time, just like I'm doing. So let's finish putting Christmas away together. Okay, so here's where I'm at. I started taking a few decorative ornaments off this tree, getting ready to pack this one. And as you can see, the mantle has been cleared, and the hearth is a landing zone right now. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And I haven't packed this one away either yet, so I'm having a hard time getting that stand off, but my husband will take care of that for me after work today. So I'm going to start by packing this tree in its box. This is the part that I dislike the most when I'm putting a Christmas tree up, is the shaping. It's time consuming. Sometimes I want one of those trees where they just flip, you just flip it up and it opens. So anyway, right now don't want to spend the money on buying another tree, so we're going to be keeping these. And maybe I can look at garage sales or thrift stores to see if I find simpler trees to put out. And be resourceful. Okay, but for now, these are going back in the box. One tree packed. Okay, then I'm going to start just taking these ornaments down. But I do, and packing them directly into this bin, but I decided I want to take my white ornaments and have those on the top. So I'm going to set these aside because I have an idea to, when I get ready to reset the house, the living room, I would like to just make a little centerpiece with things that remind me of snow. I miss snow so badly. I grew up where there were 4 seasons, and here it's hot, hotter, and then very mild winters. I mean, the weather is nice, but it would be nice to have like weather. And in the summers it gets unbearably hot the older I get. Yep. Okay, enough reminiscing and longing for snow. I'm just gonna start just taking the ornaments and placing them. I have dividers, so after one section gets filled, I place this cardboard, and then there's these dividers, so I don't have to wrap. And most of these aren't even breakable anymore. There's a few vintage ones that are, but for the most part, no. So do you decorate for winter, or do you just put your house back in order without a little bit of winter decor? Like in the past, I haven't decorated for winter, but I think it'd be a nice transition since I'm really wanting snow, just have a little bit of white decor here and there. So that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, so we're ready for the next layer. That's pretty full. So share in the comments, how many trees do you put up for Christmas? Like inside your house, in your entry, your patio, artificial trees, not ones that you decorate that are part of the landscape, but how many trees do you put up for Christmas? I remember growing up, we would just have one and it would be real. And so I know now that it's even more. And maybe there's something to be said about learning from our parents as far as minimalism. That maybe one tree's enough. I'm just toying with the idea for next year. And yeah, definitely would like to at least just do the two smaller ones on the hearth and not worry about this big one anymore. So that means if I really go through that next year, I can even part with more ornaments. Yeah, I think I'm not a true minimalist. I'm more like what's essential and what makes me happy. So, and so I am decluttering, but I also bring in things. So part of, because I bought a few items, like I bought the little poinsettia placemats. I bought a few extra picks because I needed more. And then I bought that countdown to Christmas, that little nativity with the star that you move. I bought that at a thrift store, like I had mentioned earlier, $7.50. So I am frugal. I do look at conserving how we spend our money, but I also want to enjoy my life, and I do like nice and pretty things. And then in about 5 to 7 years, I'm ready for a change. And not major furniture, but like, you know, decorating the house And not art, because we have some really expensive art pieces. Those just stay. I have to compromise, but I love Florida too. So we just do our Florida art, and then I like Thomas Kincaid, so, or things of that nature. The mountain scenes, mountain sceneries, that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm almost finished. I need to get a step ladder. I'll finish this top area off camera. Now I have to remove the poinsettia picks. This is getting full, but they'll fit nicely here on top. These little gold ornaments in before they are left out. Yeah, aren't these beautiful? I think that's been my favorite decor. That just really reminds me of Christmas, are the poinsettias. And I'd just like to continue that tradition. I think that should take care of all of these poinsettia picks. So I counted them, 25, and I could probably use about 7 more. Anyways, I'm just gonna be content. They're just beautiful. Now it's time to say goodbye to the last tree and turn the lights out. So lights out, but guess what? The light of our Savior lasts all year round. So it's looking very bare. This is where I'm at. Everything's put away in the garage. I did pull these items out to use. Well, I didn't pull them out, I left them out. And then this is the trash bag. Let me see if I can show you. So this lid is pretty shot. That's the container. And then the basket liner. And then this is all just trash. Okay, so that's immediately going out. I like when things leave the house immediately. This is what I've decluttered. These are all going to my sister that makes wreaths. Remember, I couldn't decide on these. Well, I don't want them. So she's getting little bowls, some vintage ornaments. She also does Easter, so this is a little bunny rabbit. And she might be able to repurpose that. She can probably use these eggs on a wreath. And I'm getting rid of my carrots. She can use those on a wreath. And lots of bulbs, old ornaments that she can repurpose on a wreath. The gold ribbons. So lots of gold ribbons. Flagpole. And then some red ribbons. And then vintage ornaments down there. And then this little vintage Santa. So all this is leaving the house. So I'm happy about. She can have the bin too. These are getting donated. These are candles that I'm donating. So quite a bit of them. I don't want them. And I'm donating this candy dish. Don't want it. It's going to the thrift store. Gonna try to use the rest of this snowblower so I can get rid of the container. I want to go collect some pine cones and spray them white. And then this is a cute pot holder, I guess, or a hot plate. Donating. And then I emptied this basket, but I do keep my baskets because they come in handy. And this bin here, I'm gonna condense it. Well, it's not really condensing. I'm just gonna add it to my creative side where I make things. These would be beautiful to recreate for next year's craft show. That's a stocking with Santa on it. And I want to learn to make this three-dimensional tree. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting rid of it because I did have this in the bedroom. And then I'm going to repurpose these towels. I didn't use them. And same with these felt pieces. I'm going to recreate. But what I really would like to use as a pattern is this cute little doggy bone stocking. So I might make some for cats and dogs. And then I'm going to use that probably for a pattern. Anyway, so those are getting upcycled into other projects. And that's, I think I did pretty good. I know I got rid of a lot of items in there. So I'm happy. I got rid of more than what I bought. And also the giant tree, Christmas tree. I'm contemplating on getting rid of that still. I haven't decided. Were you able to get rid of anything? Share in the comments. I should count how many items I got rid of, but I'll save that for my next challenge, which will probably be coming up soon. I'm going to be doing another decluttering challenge, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to do, but I think that's a really great step. I just want to finish shredding papers, and then I can start a new challenge. So please let me know if you would like to do a challenge with me. It might be like the 30-day minimalism challenge, or we could pick 10 items per day or 20 items per day, or really push ourselves and challenge us to do 30 items in 30 days, 10 items in 10 days, 20 items in 20 days. I mean, per day, like 20 items for 20 days. Each day you have to get rid of 20 items. So let me know in the comments. And again, always, I appreciate your time And thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll have some interesting videos this year. And this is Gator Gidge saying ciao ciao.